This video presentation is brought to you by the Pro Mathematics Academy.
Welcome back to our series on logarithms, and in this one we look at how to simplify logarithmic expressions, and we title this one Applications of the Rule, or Application of the Rules. Right, so we kick things off by going straight into some examples. Here I take the first example. Well, it's really one set of examples, right? And the instructions would simply say something like, write the following expressions in terms of log x, log y, and log z. And remember from our first video, whenever we see a log without a base, we can assume that it is base 10. All right, so let's look at the first one. Here I have a. We're given the expression log of x, y, and z. Well, here we see that x is multiplying y, which is also multiplying z, so we have the log of a product. And if we apply the rules of logs, we should get the log of x plus the log of y plus the log of z. Okay? Part B, that one was pretty straightforward. Part B gives us the expression log of x raised to the second power times y raised to the third power, right? So here we have to apply the first rule, which we applied in part A, which is log of x squared plus the log of y raised to the third power, right? So we separated that product, and now we have the log of an expression raised to a power, so we can bring down the power. Okay, so this becomes 2 times log of x plus 3 times the log of y. There we go. Pretty simple. Nice and easy. We look at part C. This one gives us the log of x divided by y, all raised to the second power, right? So to simplify this one, we have to first apply the power law, okay? So here we're going to take down the power, and we'll end up with 2 times the log of x divided by y. And then we can apply the log of a quotient. So this becomes 2 times, let's do an open bracket, log of x minus the log of y. Okay, so whenever we have the log of a quotient, we take the difference of the logs, right? And that is our final answer. Well, we could distribute this to give us 2 times the log of x minus 2 times the log of y. Okay, let's look at part D, right? So here we examine a number of examples, right, to demonstrate how we simplify expressions that involve logs. All right, so this one gives us log of x multiplied by the square root of z. So this is a product, but we also have a square root inside of the product, so we have to first separate the product. So we get the log of x plus the log of the square root of z. But what is the square root of z? Recall, the square root of z is equal to z raised to the power 0.5, or z raised to the half power. So this becomes log of x plus log of z raised to the half power. So we apply the power law of logarithms. So now this becomes the log of x plus half log z. Okay, so these were the easy examples, right? And now for the students who are wondering, how can this be difficult? Let's look at a difficult example. So here I'll label these ones hard examples. Right, the first one we look at, let's call this one E. I give you the log of the cube root of x over the cube root of y times z, all in bracket. So we have the log of this expression. So first we have to recognize that it is indeed a quotient. So we're going to say that this is the log of the cube root of x minus the log of the cube root of y times z. Okay, so then this simplifies to log of x raised to the 1/3 power minus log of y z raised to the 1/3 power. we can now apply the power law of logarithms. So this becomes 1/3 log of x minus 1/3 log of y times z. But what is the log of y times z? We have 1/3 log of x here minus 1/3, and now I'm going to do open bracket, the log of y minus, that's actually plus. So the log of our product is the sum of the logs, log of z. Okay, and now we end up with 1/3 log x minus 1/3 log y minus 1/3 log z. Okay, after distributing that property. So here we can conceptualize the cube root of x as being x raised to the 1/3 power. Okay, similarly, if we recall from before, we had the square root of x is equal to x raised to the half power. Okay, that's something we need to remind ourselves of. And here for the last example, right, I'll try to make this one difficult. Here we have log of x times the square root of x divided by z. So here we have to take our time with this one. So first we're going to apply the log of a product. So this becomes log of x plus the log of the square root of x over z, which then gives us the log of x plus the log of the square root of x over z, all raised to the half power. Okay, which then can be simplified to the log of x plus half log square root of x over z. But what is the square root of x? This is the same as log x plus half log x raised to the half power divided by z, right? So we can recognize that this is a quotient. This then becomes the log of x plus half log x raised to the half power minus half log z. No, I think I definitely messed up there.
That is it for this video. Please remember to hit the notification bell, like, share, and subscribe for future post notification.